Hi everyone, William Weyser is back. After 12 minutes of talking about Rick's favorite movies, now it's back to the list, and with me breathing after mentioning all of them, let's go back to the list. Number 4, the 7 main cast members movie reveal video and drawing with details. So with this one, several weeks ago, I did a video that reveals the 7 main cast members, and this was shortly after I found out what Rick Rampazonetti looks like in reality. On the Friday stream video on one of Ben LaMancha's live stream videos. And this was when he was talking about his top 10 favorite shows, which I'll get to in a little bit. And the order of how they went with was me, Rick, Sophie, Isaiah, Mitch, Kelly, and CQ. And that was the order of the main cast members list. And if you saw the video, you'll know how all 7 of us look like. The drawing that I did was in honor of Sophie Hansel's birthday. And for details, I have details with, or characteristics about the 7 main cast members. Like for me, my character is that he is the biggest Booba fan, and it's the captain of the team, and he is obsessed with Booba, that in the insight scene he'll explain why. Ricky is Willie's best friend, and he is there to help out with me and the other members, even though I'm the captain, so I'm supposed to be helping out with the team. Or at least my character is. And I'm the brains of the team in terms of the Boobas. Sophie, her character Ashley Kelly Simmons, is the love interest for Willie Blackman, played by this guy. And she's there for Willie, and I'm there for her. Isaiah's character, Gordon, is the cool one. Like really cool for his liking. For Mitch's character, Clayton, I said already that his characteristics are that he's interested in sports, video games, but only when he finds the right time to play them. Is the smartest in his class when he attended school, and he helped his team win a basketball tournament that his school had at one point. And congrats to Clayton and to all of his members of that team. For Kelly Kirby, played by Kelly Bowling, like Sophie, who plays Ashley Kelly Simmons, is a nice and friendly lady, and Ed Bundy, played by CQ Soya, is the most excited member of the team. So those are the details, and yes, I'm going to come up with more details when we get closer to making it, so that so that viewers will know something about the characters for a movie, instead of just every character has a purpose. If not, why would you write them? Lesson of that needs to be learned. Number 5. Rick's favorite characters from Blue's Clues and You, Thomas and Friends, Booba, and the Wiggles. I am sure that Rick's favorite characters from Blue's Clues and You are the hosts, Steve, Joe, and Josh. And not only those, Blue, of course, and other members or other characters on that show that us Blue's Clues fans remember a whole lot. Like Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper, Tickety Talk, Shovel and Pail, Slippery Soap, Mailbox, Periwinkle, and Magenta. And in some episodes on the original version, Green Puppy, and Orange Kitten and Purple Kangaroo, and the Felt Friends, and many more. For Thomas and Friends, I know that Rick's favorite tank engine is, of course, Thomas. And he might like other tank engines on that show. For Booba, his favorite Booba is Jumba, the blue one. For me, mine has had a bit of a history. When I was younger, my favorite was Jingba because Jingba's red. Although, on some instances, Jingba's pink. Take your pick. Then, several years later, it's Zumba. And then after that, it's Zing Zing Zingba. So those three have been my three favorites. And for Humba, I know that Humba is Sammy's favorite because Humba's yellow, and yellow is Sammy's favorite color. And finally, the Wiggles. Like me, Rick's favorite characters from the Wiggles happen to be the original Wiggles: Greg, Murray, Anthony, and Jeff. Anthony is still there with the current Wiggles, but the other three retired and left the Wiggles. And after Greg left in 2006, came back in 2012, and then retired again, but this time along with Murray and Jeff. That was where I felt like the Wiggles started to go downhill for us fans of the Wiggles. Still, those are all the characters that we remember very deep within our heart. Speaking of the Wiggles, number 6, the news scene from our movie, with both Network Wiggles News and Where's Jeff? This comes from season 3 of the Wiggles TV show called Lights, Camera, Action Wiggles, which takes place at a newsroom that the Wiggles and their friends have set up, and they do all these segments on that show, like Network Wiggles News, Where's Jeff, Anthony's Workshop, and a few others, with songs being in them. But Rick said to me one time that if I wanted to understand more detail about an idea that Rick had in mind, I would have to have watched an episode of Lights, Camera, Action Wiggles in its entirety to know what it is. And I still have yet to do that. But I have seen some clips of it. Like, the only thing I know about from Network Wiggles News is Greg being the news reporter or the news anchor, same thing. And he tells everybody what's going on, and he gets messages from the other Wiggles or Captain Feathersword or Dorothy the Dinosaur or Wags the Dog or Henry the Octopus or someone else. And for Where's Jeff, I think I've seen all of the Where's Jeff segments from those episodes. And I do know what that one's about. It's about a quiz. Yeah, Where's Jeff is a quiz show hosted by either Greg, Murray, Anthony, or even Captain Feathersword, and they take turns being the host and the contestant, and it's your job to try to figure out where Jeff is. And usually he's sleeping in a lot of places. And the Where's Jeff song, though emotional, and was the inspiration for that quiz show. In fact, everything Lights, Camera, Action, Wiggles related was inspired by a Wiggles special called Woohoo! Wiggly Gremlins, which I have on DVD. So, oh yeah, and a bit of the new scene that Rick had in mind, which I remember him saying before me trying to understand even the idea that Rick had, is the when life gets you down, all you've got to do is think about Flipper's news scene. And when I see an episode of Lights, Camera, Action, Wiggles, I'll understand it a lot more. So, those are things 4 through 6. And I'll get through things 7 through 10, hopefully, right after the break. See you then.